many times. He was part of the music program that was done in our region in 2006, as well as a few other music programs that were done in our region, in retreats, as well as in Sai centers around here. As we all know, he studied in Swami's Institute. He was both in Vrindavan as well in Puttaparthi, where he completed his MSc as well as MBA. And he's been very active in whole country, inspiring many young adults. You already probably read his bio that was given on our website. And he's been very active with even SSSC children, inspiring them with, especially in music learning as well as many other activities. He's also an entrepreneur. He's a director of the company LaserTech. Yes. And we are very grateful that he has agreed to come and be with us today. With that, I will also give a brief introduction of Sai Shruti. She is going to be interacting today in the morning program as well, probably, but her main interaction with the SSS children is next. We all know Sai Shruti. She is an active YA from Raleigh, and she has been also very active in conducting study circles, I'm told, for YAs, as well as music programs, as well as teaching SSSC children. So with that, I will now hand over this platform to our brother, guest speaker, Sai Manickam, please.
Sai Ram. Adjust my mic, yeah. Such a powerful, vibrant chanting this morning and very energizing bhajans, especially by the children and YA. So nice to see that. And the altar bringing the presence of Swami. Certainly we could feel that, Swami being here. And I was just reading the essence of, I think that today's, even the sharing is already given here. I to we to he. I think that's what we all want to dwell upon. So thank you again for bringing all this upfront for me. So the platform is set very quickly. Offering my humble pranams at the divine lotus feet of our dearest Mother Sai. Sai Ram to everyone. Sorry. I know today is a very, very auspicious day. As Brother Pradosh mentioned, we are celebrating the centenary of our avatar, our most favorite, passionate avatar. Yeah, that'll be useful. Thank you. And this is, I know we celebrate festivals, right? We have festivals like Ram Navami, Gokulashtami, Christmas, Ramzan. We have various festivals that we all celebrate globally. And here we see that a special phenomenon, or we can call God, we all connect with that, who has done so much for all of us. Our life has become different just by associating with Him, and day in, day out. And this type of phenomenon we have not experienced before, right? Of course, from the history of origin of Rama and Mahabharata, we know what those divine personalities were, right? But we are in the current Sai avatar. We are current, right? We are not in the past. We are current. And Swami's functions are celebrated worldwide. And during the last 100 years, and Swami is, out of his infinite love, that he has established this beautiful global organization for all of us to be part of. And this is not a simple organization that we see, right? Somebody starts somewhere. And we see this has gone into nook and corner of the world. We can go to West Indies, you can go to Australia, you can go any part of the world. Just by saying Sai Ram, we get connected. We just need a password, Sai Ram. That's it, we need, right? So we're all connected as one family. How can that happen? No, we're not experienced before in any other times. And Swami empowers all of us every moment that to say that we are all divine, right? He knows he is divine, but he also wants us to realize. That is the one of or the main objective that, as we said here, I to we to he. And yeah, can go to the next slide. Sorry, I have to tell you every time. Maybe that's okay. yeah. With filled in gratitude and humility, we recognize as we spend the next few minutes, he's the doer and we're all his instruments, right? And he's the one who speaks and he's the one who listens. So we have no role to play here. Actually, we just do and be nothing. So that is a beautiful transition that he is taking us through. And 100th year is all the more special as it is reminding us that Swami is the hero and Swami is the one, and we follow both the zeros, right? So that again shows this centenary is very, very relevant to us. I think as our regional president mentioned, it is certainly that every moment has to be of this celebration. Because we are very fortunate. Nowhere, I'm sure 100 years to come, more and more to come, they'll be talking about us. Oh, these are the people who lead with this avatar. And so we are all, that we should feel that how fortunate we are as we go into the today's sharing of experiences. If you can take the next one. Yeah. So journey of from eye to eye. I'm going to make it a little more informal so that I know I see so many beautiful children and youths. They're all here. And this is the age that I was part of the Swami's University. And so some of the insights that I would love to bring it, how did Swami connect with all of us, being that young, right? And I know I have 2 children. Of course, they are grown up. And all of us have children. And we know how difficult it is or how interesting it is to bring them up, right? And in this environment. Here is Swami, hundreds of children, batch after batch, and making special connection with each one of us. How does he do that, right? Can I also practice the same? So some of this experience that I'll be sharing will be to bring those aspects of Swami. And how does he do that? Yeah. So I always, think of this is a journey from small eye to big eye. And so Swami talks about the 2 types of devotion. One is the monkey type of devotion. The other one is the cat type of devotion. Right? So what Swami says is a monkey, when the small monkey holds a mother monkey, when it jumps from tree to tree, right? So it's a responsibility of the child monkey to hold on to to make sure it's tight. The hold is tight, doesn't fall down when it jumps from tree to tree. So whereas the kitten, the cat, mother cat, holds the kitten, baby cat, in the mouth and carries forward. So this is interesting. Swami keeps quoting this analogy to show that when we develop surrender to him, he takes over. The moment he takes over, what happens? Our life changes totally. We don't go through these ups and downs that we may feel as a small monkey when we are holding to the mother. But the moment we surrender, then our life journey changes. So that is a process we go through. And in this, what Swami also does, as these 2 pictures, I just put it very close to that analogy. One is near and dear, right? The process is Swami wants us to come to him, be near to him, so that he can work on us and make us dear to him. Then we become one with him. So this is the life, I would say, that I think what I observed, that Swami keeps working on us to get there. So each experience that we feel or we go through is all meant for this, to achieve this purpose. Whether it's a child, is a youth age or adult age, doesn't matter. All of us, we go through this. How quickly we can go through is left to us, put the effort. And Swami also says that, when you guys go through, never give up. Because, sometimes when you start a practice, so it looks like as if some things may be very difficult, we may get distracted, we may feel we are not progressing. All this judgment comes into our mind, right? Swami, one day, in one of our interview, Swami fed us with breakfast and everything. Then we were washing our hands, and then as we were washing, one of our brother, Swami came behind him, and Swami said, "Wait, I want to show you something." Then he was washing his teacup. There was a tea dust at the bottom. He finished the tea, so he was washing the cup. As he was pouring the water, and the tea dust was coming out, right? It will come up first before the good water gets collected. Swami said, this is what happens. You keep listening to me, keep observing me, keep working with me. Don't worry what you are going through. You will start collecting the good water. Let the tea dust go away. I am helping you on that. So it is a beautiful. Swami is assuring that he is with us at the same time. And also he knows that we are going to go through. Don't get distracted. So that was his point to us, being at that age of 15 and 18, right? And we always know when we buy any cough syrup in any store, it will be written on that, right? Yeah, shake well before use, correct? And that's what Swami does. He'll keep checking where we are so that he can work on us. So not to feel dejected. My point is, all that we go through is for a reason. That's why he takes us through. Yeah. Next slide. So I'll just quickly go to my family, how they were associated. And I just opened my slides in case I couldn't see from here. Yeah. My parents, especially my mom, actually this is not taken at that time, but just as a symbolic, I put it. This was when Swami came to our Samiti in Coimbatore. And Swami came as he had promised. He had promised 15 years previously, and Swami did come, and my mom was the Sevadal coordinator, so she had a chance to be part of this opening ceremony. So when they were in near Kasargod, my father was posted in railways, and so that time my mother was 22 years old, just married, and they were there. And my mom, they are all very pious family, religious family. So the neighbor lady, one day, she came with a book to my mother. And, hey, I want to show you something. I'm very excited. You want to see? So she said, because they speak Konkani under their Mangalore side of town. So my mom asked in her broken, Hindi or something to speak to her. And she said, this is the Satcharita book, Shirdi Baba. And this picture I want to show you, she had a separate picture. This is the Sai Baba who has come back again from Shirdi, now he has come. And my mom was already religious, right? So the coconut breaks right away. And she said, oh, really? Oh, how can I see him? Yeah, you can easily see him. He's in Andhra Pradesh. She said, is it? So she was very excited. And there was a big attraction the moment she saw that picture of Swami. She also cannot explain why it is. And this I'm talking about 1959. So, Swami was that time like 33, age of, right? And still that mission is getting more and more unfolded. And so my mom said, I want to see. Don't worry, your husband is in railways. Definitely can take you. Because he's working for railways. Train is free for them. So he can take you, right? So that was the discussion. Every day this will go on. And my two brothers, they were there, so they used to teach slokas, the auntie, neighboring auntie, and that's how the slow introduction happened, but still don't know who is this Baba is. But my mom started getting that yearning for him. For some reason, intense yearning, so much so that she really wanted to see him. But no, things are not happening in that favor. So after a few months or a year or so, my father gets transferred to Coimbatore. So which is in Tamil Nadu, right, Coimbatore. So now my father, when my mom talked about this Shirdi Baba and Sat Sai Baba, he said, I know about Shirdi Baba, but Sat Sai I don't know. So we don't want to get into those details. Let us just follow Shirdi Baba that we all know. Right? So he was very happy and content with that. But my mom was not. She felt that something is in this Sat Sai Baba, right, which we had to be connected with. So Coimbatore, they come, and my mom's intensity became better. I asked my father, I know you said to go to Puttaparthi from Kasargod is too far, right? But now how far it is from Coimbatore? She was very innocent, right? So she wanted to know how to go. I want to go and see. He said, no, still it is far. It's not that easy to go. It will take many days. And she said, okay. And my father was also very spiritual, very religious. They were already initiated into a guru in Kaniyangad, Ananda Ashram. So they were already in that practice, but not able to connect with Swami. So now my mom's intensity was increasing. And this very orthodox family, and they were all part of the family that ladies are always at home. They don't get to go outside all the time. So my mother kept asking, I want to go and see, can we go? He said, no, you can't go. You have so much work at home. Everybody's here. Not easy to go and come back. It will take 1 week, 10 days. So now my father's, the boss, manager, Mr. Subbaratnam, so he tells my father that, I'm going on vacation for 2 weeks. Can you take care of my work? Because his boss, railways, so they had understanding. So when you go, I'll take care of your work. When you go, I'll do that. So that understanding they have. So, yeah, no problem. Please, you can go, sir. I will take care of your work. So he goes, he comes back. So again, after 6 months, again he asked my father, I need to go another 2 weeks. Can you take care of my work? He said, yeah, please go. I know you're enjoying with your family. You should do that. Then the manager asked my father, why you are not asking me where I'm going? You're just saying you'll do my work, but you are not asking where. You're not interested to know where I'm going. He said, it's your personal. How can I ask where you're going? No, I want you to ask. Okay, then you say where you're going. So then he said, I'm going to see Puttaparthi Sai Baba. Immediately my father, this is the same name my wife was saying. So he said, yeah, my wife keeps saying this name, and I'm very happy you're able to go. No, I want you to know more about this. So your wife already knows? So that's what he asked again. Yes, I want to come and see her right away. So imagine how Swami is accelerating. So I'm just giving this storyline. If you look from Swami's angle, beautiful to see the way he's intensifying. That near and dear, the one I was mentioning, he wants you to come closer to him. Then he will start working on you, right? So he said, I want to come and see your wife. He said, no, please come. So he brings him and he talks. And my mom was so happy. Started asking, who is this, how he looks, everything, right? And he explains. Then he said, you want to see him? Yes, I will give leave for him as soon as I come back from, he was going for Swami's birthday. And as soon as he come back, I'm going to give sanction leave for him, before even he applies. And I want him to take you. She was so happy. Finally, somebody is saying you can go to Puttaparthi, right? And anyhow, this was the intensity that Swami was building it for a reason. So then I'll cut short. Then my mom and dad, they go. And actually my father goes first time to Brindavan. And Swami sees him and says, come to Parthi with your family. So then my father takes my mother. And 1964, so where they were all sitting. And Swami those days, a little more accessible. And also Swami will come and speak to everybody. I think there's a beauty that we see. The amount of time Swami spends with each devotee, they come. Personally, he's invested. Personally, he wants to speak to them. Not even sending somebody go and invite them or talk. He himself wants to make sure that he is connected with that person. So they go and Swami calls them for interview. And so then looks at my mother. As soon as Swami enters the interview room after everybody got in, and so, I know you have been wanting to see me for a long time. Are you seeing me now? So that statement, as if my mom connected so powerfully, because only she knew that yearning was so intense that Swami recognized her feel. Nobody else in the world was recognizing, but she didn't know how to make it happen, right? And Swami had to get him transferred to Coimbatore, get the boss who knows about Baba. All this Swami had to work on. So then he said yes, and she started crying. Then Swami said, no, you should not cry. You're with me now. I'll take care of. Then looked at my father, and then he was asking where you're working and everything. Then he said that, I know you're looking to build a big mansion in your spiritual world, right? But your foundation is not strong. So my father was, still new to Swami, so he immediately asked him, what do you mean by my foundation is not strong? You have an anger. your anger that is not good for you, for your growth. So you have to work on your anger. He said, spontaneously my father replied, saying that, because of my family I get angry, right? It's not because I'm a good person, cool person, but because of my family. Then he said, no, I would give the family for the reason. I give the friend circle for the same reason. I give you the office, wherever. It's for that reason, so that you can get very quickly to me, dear to me. That's what I want, right? So this is what I given you. It's not that you got accidentally. Right? Oh, then it struck him. Then my father asked, can I take some time? Because I know, because of various reasons, he was getting angry. So then Swami told him, can I take some time, Swami, to get rid of this anger? So and Swami said, if you have a poisonous snake in your hand, will you throw instantly or will you see the beauty of the snake and then leave? So my father got the message. Then he started working on it. But that interview, I know Swami, he was very fortunate, my father, that Swami could identify the one that he had to work on, and it totally changed. Remaining was totally different life. But the way Swami made that memory, interaction. See, even till today, my mother remembers the entire process. That is the beauty of this avatar. He creates memories for all of us. It could be any memories, right? It could be, we may be at office in Washington, D.C. or in Raleigh, wherever. And through various ways, he will create a memory that you will remember forever. Even as a child, will get it. It's not that only adults can get it. Everybody in his path. Because the purpose is, he's on the job, right? The moment we are with him, he's on the job to bring us close to him. That's what he's working on. So, so that's how that interview went. Then Swami asked again my mother, what do you want? That's Swami's, very, very, very favorite question. And he'll keep asking till the end, actually. Not first interview, even 100th interview, he'll ask the same question, so that we'll give the right answer. So then my mom said, Swami, I have everything, thank you. No, tell me what you want. So Swami kept insisting on that, right? So then my mom said, oh, maybe there's a protocol here, we have to ask something, right? So then she instantly said what was in her heart, that Swami, it took 5 years for me to come here, from the first thought, 59 to 64. I want you to grant me the boon that whenever I feel like seeing you, I should be able to come. Forget about the distance, whether she doesn't care about Coimbatore or America or Delhi, doesn't matter for her. The moment I think I have to see you, make sure that, I'll bless you with that. Swami also blessed it. It's interesting. But today I can put the dots, of course, because after 40, 50 years, but that point of time, it's unknown how it's going to unfold, right? So that Swami said, I will make sure that, you get to see me. So my mom was extremely happy, and my father, of course, they both came. My father, again, when Swami asked, he said, Swami, we have some good people, spiritual people. I mean, out of his love for them, he said, you should come and visit us in Coimbatore. So that was his prayer that time. And that Swami fulfilled later. But he just casually asked, like we tell anybody, right? When you go to somebody's house as a guest, please come to our place. So like that, my father also extended the invitation to Swami, please come to our place. But that was not a casual, right? Swami takes it seriously. Because you are taking it seriously, he takes it serious. So anyhow, that incident, then after a couple of, I think, interviews, then the other interview where my mom was pregnant with me. So that time, that time, Swami said, this is going to be your last son, and no more child for you. Then instantly, what my mother, by then my father was totally into Swami, by this time, and the next few years. So then Swami said, I had to build universities for these boys, and the hostel. So it is late 60s, I'm talking about, right? And or mid 60s. And here is Swami telling that I had to build universities for these boys, not even in the horizon that time, right? And also the hostel. So my father didn't understand what Swami meant. Maybe somewhere in Coimbatore he is referring, right? There is some college or this. But all these have to happen next few years for me to get into. So the point I'm trying to say is, Swami's timing is perfect. We all know the way he works beautifully. And he puts the seed at the right time also. Because it takes those 10 years or 15 years, for everything to align, for me to get to join in Swami's college. So I joined for my, you can go to the next one. I joined for my 11th standard there. And it was interesting that, the whole, by then we were all active in Samiti, everything happened, I just fast forwarded there. And it was so much so that my whole Samiti, very beautiful Samiti, I remember even today, I went to Balavikas there for 10 years. And they all prayed for me that I should join. The whole Samiti prayed for me because at least one of our family should study. So that was their prayer. And everybody came to my first day, I was leaving for the college, everybody came to railway station to give it, so that I don't come back. So they made sure that I go there. And no, it's very out of love, I'm saying. But I got to be there. But that the process that Swami took care of, that was beautiful. So now coming back to my mother, she asked for the wish that I had to see. The way Swami did it, I just want to spend little time on that. What Swami did was, late 60s only Swami started the organization in a big way, right? In India and everywhere, India especially. And Seva was Satsai Seva, that's what we know in India, is Satisai Seva organization. So when it started, they asked for volunteers. Because totally a new concept. Nobody knows what this concept is, like Baba. They know Chimya group or the Yananda group. We have many other groups, but Satisai is something new and we're all passionate to be part of. Any volunteers, you can come to Puttaparthi to sign up for Sevadal. So my mom immediately signed. Now that my mom is all set, right? Now with a lot of opposition, I'm not giving those details. Maybe when she comes here, she can tell how hard it is in the Orthodox, like a Tamil Brahmin family. Not ladies are supposed to go like this on their own, not to walk on the street for Nagar Sangeeta, and all those opposition you have to manage. But she did all those. She didn't care for it because Swami gave the word. Then she signed, I will go. Now she's come from Tamil Nadu and Kerala, right? And never know what is Hindi. Means she not spoken Hindi, though she might have learned a little bit in the school. Now Andhra Pradesh is Telugu speaking, but she said, no problem, I'll go. She went, not knowing what to expect. I think there were, I don't know exact number, but less than 100 of people were there from the country. Very new concept. Swami is introducing what is Sevadal. And she's very, very passionate about it because she says the way Swami brought that topic, what Sevadal means, right? And what is the responsibility of Sevadal. And so in essence, in that is, the Swami said, the Seva, the moment you do my Seva, the moment you do my activity, then there is no difference between you and me. We are one. So much so that I don't want you to touch my feet. You will notice in Patti, right? Sevadals don't touch Swami's feet. And they are supposed to be, though they sit in the first row, they cannot. And Swami told them, I am empowering you, you are divine, because you are doing Seva. That is the power that he has. I mean, he's empowered all of us with this organization, right? Each one, when we do something, we are him, right? That's why that statement is so apt for us. So anyhow, then Swami said, Seva, what all, different things. Swami means beautiful leader, the way he motivates you. Don't, I'll take care of everything for you. Your personal life is taken care. This is taken care. Now just do this work. So now my mom is fully excited. She's the only lady who went, came back, and created the Mahila department in the Samiti, all new departments, Seva. So next 40 years, she was Seva convener, she was educational coordinator, she was everything she did, right? Now for everything those days, it has to happen only in Puttaparthi, not in Coimbatore or somewhere, right? Everything that Swami will do in a national way, it will happen only in Puttaparthi. So the number of times she would have gone every year to Puttaparthi is plenty, not one or two times. So she'll go as a Sevada convener. Next time she has to take 2 other girls with her, and they'll be totally new to Swami's organization. Inspire them, what to do there in Puttaparthi, take them. I'm talking about Puttaparthi where there was nothing. I didn't tell you about that, but it's only trees were there, no Punachandra auditorium, no apartments of what we see today. We have to sleep down on the ground. And so my mom has to motivate the girls whom she's taking. You are getting more than this sleep. Don't worry about the sleep. Ready to lose the sleep. One fun thing is, I know a lot of bhajan people there, how the bhajans would have come, right? Now imagine we don't have media. We don't have YouTube or iTunes, what we have today. So those days, in 60s and 70s, my mom was saying, They all love singing because bhajans attract you, the Sai bhajan. So they're all classically trained, Carnatic wise. But this Sai bhajans is something magic, right? So in the mandir, no mics, they'll sing like Raja Reddy Garu or, Vijaya, a sister. Now when they sing, so these three, like my mom and two other girls whom she has taken, they'll sit together. So each will memorize each line. When Raja Reddy Garu sings the first line, Gajavadana, my mom will remember the line with the words. She will not focus on the second line because she'll forget the first one, right? The second girl will do so they memorized and come back to the room and sing it out. So they know the bhajan now. They'll bring it to their samiti, local samiti, and sing it. That is how the bhajans have grown. See, today at one click, our small kids can do it, bhajan, right? It was not there like that. But there was so much of intensity that Swami, the way he made that bhajans come alive. That's why it's so alive today also, right? So anyhow, I got a little digressed, I think. You can go to the next one. So this is the education, this is the college I joined for my 11th. Yeah, so my whole process starts. So near and dear, right? So the moment I joined, that's the time Swami takes over. I'm also fully charged. I know what to expect, and I want Swami. So I come, by then, Balavikas, I went through all the groups, so I'm all mentally prepared. I want Swami. So I go there. Vrindavan is a great, what we see today is a Thrive Vrindavan. There was a bungalow before that. So that time the bungalow was there, not Thrive Vrindavan. So when we say bungalow, it's real bungalow, like a house. There is no privacy for Swami. What I mean by privacy is if Swami has to go from one room to another room, we can see through that window. So we will be waiting for that darshan. The moment Swami goes from his bedroom to the kitchen, we know, Swami has gone now. He'll come back. So we have a communication between boys, and we have so many darshans in a day. That is how the Vrindavan setup is. So now I join. For me, somebody told me before I joined, if you know some instrument, you will get admission. It's not true, but somebody said, if you know some instrument, tabla, harmonium, kanjira, whatever it is. That's why I'm very passionate about this afternoon, because anything that brings us close to Swami, that's what we want to do, right? So now the harmonium, we had very, very old harmonium in my house, which is like my grandmother's one, German reed, but it only had 10 keys or something. So, but now I need to pick up something before going, so I could come out to Arati playing. It was a big deal for me to figure out myself how to play Arati, right? So here all these kids are so good already. But for me, that was a big deal. So anyhow, with that knowledge, I went to Vrindavan. So I started there. So now where I'm getting into is how Swami works with you and how Swami empowers the way, right? And Swami is a very, very cool person. Huh? I mean, just to tell children, right? Because I want to make sure the children know who Swami is, because in the future, we may not see him in person. I know many people might not see, but this will carry on, correct? So I know that Krishna, when I say first thing will come out, he is killed Kamsa, right? Rama means Ravana. These are the picture we are projecting. But for Swami, I would say that he's full of love. He's so comfortable. No, you can just sit next to him, hours together. He'll engage you fully. So much so, with various topics, and he'll make you laugh. You'll never be, there's no sad moment at all with Swami when you're with him. Though we know he knows everything. He knows everything of my thought, that's okay. But the fun part is knowing that we'll be sitting very comfortably there. So that is the phenomenon that we work with, right? So it's very unique. Anyhow, now harmony was my interest, but I had a very, very basic knowledge. Now, there's a selection in the hostel they do. Any newcomers, what are your talents? So I just said, I'll know harmonium, right? So luckily I was put in a room where you all know Brother Sonam, right? He might have come here. So he was a musical genius. By the time he came to the hostel, he's a well-learned musician. So he was my roommate, final year, senior to me. So he was the one who is handling everything in Vrindavan. So I just said, I know. So all of you come. So we went to the hostel. So I played. So he understood my level. I can only play Arati. So he said, good, very good. You have to practice. So I don't know what is meant by practice, correct? We need practice means from where? Now you have a notation, you have a book, go online, get it download it. We didn't have that kind of access. So anyhow, now Every day darshan, Swami will be sitting like this in chair in Vrindavan, and we all sit around him. Now, every time Swami sees my yearning to get closer and closer to him, and with this harmonium as my vehicle. But I can do only arati. So now, on one of the bhajan session, all the boys, they all planned what they're going to sing, and they were singing in the that day. And Swami looked at me. So in Vrindavan, the setup is that very informal. That means Parthi is very formal, right? The moment you start Ganesha, till Arati, nothing stops. Whereas in Vrindavan, there's very friendly interaction. Some will stop in the middle, ask, talk something, again start the next bhajan. So now in the middle, Swami stopped and he asked, do you want to play harmonium? So now I didn't expect it, I mean the sense, but here is Swami asking, you want to play? I can't say no. If I say no, I know forever I'll lose it, which I can take. I don't want to take that risk. Then I said, yes, Swami. I told him. And he said, yeah, then play. Immediately, Swanam pushed that harmonium to me. I had no knowledge who is going to sing next song, right? And they're all very complicated. Chords are need to be played. But the beauty is, that is why the mentorship Swami builds, So Sonam, knowing my background, he'll play the first line, then I'll play the rest. So I was only 15-year-old that time. Imagine, I was just joined 11th, right? So I'll finish out the bhajan again, slowly. But the interesting, what Swami was working on me is, that is the beautiful model. He was making sure that I get to the next level by my own practice. Now tomorrow I want to play for Swami, impress him. So I start practicing. He didn't tell me to go and practice, in a sense, right? But the way he made me do that, because I want to be better tomorrow for Swami. I want to look better for Swami. So I kept on working on it. Every day I'll practice something, not the best. So now that kept going the way Swami gave. So one day, this much later, then I started playing. Then I got better, maybe in the sense that I could accompany for bhajans easily. Then Sonam left for Parthi. Then only we were there, me and another boy by name Shailesh, you all might know. So we both were, Shailesh Shivatsa. So we both were playing. So one day, what Swami did was, that MS, we all know about our MS Subbalakshmi, the great saint of music. Right? So she had come with her husband just to have darshan, nothing special. So she had come, and this is just a symbolic picture. It's not that day's picture, but I just put it for our discussion's sake. Then Swami called her inside, and we boys were all sitting. And Swami said, very happy you came today. She said, yes, Swami, I want to have your darshan. And then Swami said, can you sing for me, Bhajagovindam? Then she looked at Swami helplessly. She said, Swami, I'm so sorry. I didn't bring the lyrics. Actually, the first time she said, I didn't bring the team. First she said, Swami, I didn't bring my troupe. I just came alone, right? So, because Swami loves her Carnatic, especially Tyagaraja Kirtanas, right? Swami used to enjoy it. So, she said, first time when Swami asked, can you sing for me? She said, Swami, I didn't bring my team. No, my boys will play for you. So we were all sitting there, my level, right? And other. So my boys will play for you. See the confidence that he had. See the trust he had in us, that then we were all tensed. So each of us looking, whether do we have all the instruments for her? So one boy went to the hospital, got the mridangam. Then she said she understood she's getting into problem, right? Swami, I didn't bring the lyrics next to her. So then Swami said, lyrics? So you only sang for the CD, not for me? She said, Swami, I'm so sorry that I don't know by heart. Then beautifully Swami and her, right, together they sang the whole Bhajagovindam, fully. They both sang. So it was so sweet to see the way Swami enjoys with her. And so we also played whatever we could. Then Swami, beautifully last, how did my boys play also? On top of that. And they have to say yes to it. And the moment they say yes, he'll empower you more. See, that is how he keeps making you get better and better. So I always call it, he empowers, inspired by that process of empowerment. Right? And then Swami told her very nicely, I play your songs in the car. When I travel. And then she was in tears. She said, Swami, when God himself tells that you like my singing. That's all I want here. All that I have done in life is to hear from you that you like my singing. So then the conversation went on. But the beauty in this is very subtle way he empowers to get you there, to get it each time. Now I'll never forget this incident that happened. Right? So now I know the Triple Cinema, I'll come to that later. The previous to that, when I went, after I joined Swami school when I was 11th standard, which I forgot to mention, I went into this music. I saw the harmonium coming in, so I got into that. So when I joined for my 11th, I was totally new to the place. I could see Swami, which I used to see in the picture in Samiti. Now I'm seeing him next in the chair. So there is the transition not that easy, right, to make. Suddenly, all this time I was seeing Swami on this one. You can go to the next slide. And I'm seeing it here. And yeah, one more. Yeah. So then Swami, what he said is, on our birthdays, we had the fortune of showing Arati to Swami those days in Vrindavan. Right? So again, nothing about me in this. I hope I'm not distracting anybody in this, because our purpose is the way Swami works with you. That's why I'm trying to bring that into this. So as a young 15-year-old, right, we get this opportunity to show Aarti Swami. We put a garland around him, then do Aarti. And Swami, so beautifully, he'll spend that time with you. He'll take his time for matchbox, everything. This is all very relaxed. Then he will light it. And the Aarati. So I was thinking recently, imagine here is somebody, the whole priesthood of Chaturvedi, they're all waiting to do this for him, right? Who are learn it how to show Aarati. They all know it. There are shastras that are given how to show Aarati, how do you rotate, how do you do. But here is Swami, very innocent, we are 15-year-old. What I would have learned, how to show Aarati. I have never done in Samiti also, right? Which I should have got, but I'm just saying, but here is, he allows you to do. Why? Because if this act is going to bring you closer to me, that's what I want. I don't want to lose you. He'll make sure by promising MS Sublakshmi that my boys can play, he didn't care about it. In case we fail, I'm sure we might have done, right? Sure, because her level is different. Swami is ready to take the blame. Because I want you to come closer to me. I want you to become dear to me. Because you need me, right? And I'm there for you. So that relation, he kept intensifying it. That's the beauty in this whole process. So anyhow, the other incident was that when I went, so joined, very, very new to the whole thing, the Onam festival came. And Onam is for Kerala people. And I have a Kerala background. My mom, dad, they're from Tamil, but from the Kerala background. So I wanted to go to Onam festival from Vrindavan. So there are 14 Malayali people are there, Kerala boys. I said, I also want to go. I was very excited, right? I want to be in everything. Then they told, no, you're a Tamil speaking, you can't go. I said, my mom, we celebrate, I know, at home. Because then, luckily, I got the chance, permission to go. And, our brother Vedanaran had come last time. So he was my senior. So he was the leader of that group. So we went, 14. And for me, the very, very first experience for me as a child of 15-year-old. What to expect, right? I've never been into consciously. When I was baby, they got interview, which I don't remember. So now we go inside the Swami's entry room, and I run because I feel I might see Swami like 1 minute, as we see in the darshan line, right? He comes, you may get 5 seconds, 10 seconds of your time, with Swami's time. So here also, I thought that's what going to happen. So I just run inside, and other boys, of course, they're all senior to me, they don't run, they just walk. Then they all came and they got seated. I'm just sitting next to Swami's stool, the other side. And then Swami comes inside, correct? Swami came in. So then Swami sits. Now, I had the habit, when I was coming with my parents and sitting in the darshan line, counting namaskar. The time that, Swami comes in the darshan line, I'll start counting. Just touch, feel that Swami's feet, but I'll count that, 1, 2, 3. Then I'll come and tell my mother, what, today I got 3 namaskar. And I got, so, okay, good. You have to get better. Tomorrow you should get more namaskar. So she used to tell me that. So I'll wait for Swami. When he comes there, I'll go from there. I'll keep touching his feet. So that was my habit that time. So now I sit there, not knowing how long he's going to sit. So as soon as Swami came and sat, so his feet was next to me. So I kept touching and counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. So not knowing that Swami is going to sit for 1 hour, right? So I'm thinking Swami is not getting up, but he's talking. And there were other devotees also. Swami had brought from America and other people. So they were sitting too. So then Swami looked at me. I'm going through helplessly, something is going on. But very sweet, right? Swami is very sweet. And he didn't say anything to me that time. Then one of the devotees Swami called, and she came to the front. Then Swami waved his hand. So all this I'm seeing for the first time, okay? For first experience sitting below. So he creates a tiny box, silver box, very tiny one. Then Swami opens it, and it's totally empty one. And then Swami closes it. Then he taps on it, and then now opens it. So when he opened, there was so much of vibhuti from that small vessel, and also everywhere, smoke, in one tap only, just happened. Then Swami gives to that devotee, sister, saying that there are many people going to come to your house, and you give this. This is like Akshay Patra. It will never get over. It will keep growing. So that was then she was very happy, grateful. And now Swami sees that, here is a poor guy, he kept on counting, still the counting has not stopped. So he looked at me, said, show your hand. So then, this all happening in the first 3 months of time, because I joined June, then the Onam comes, right? So, new to me. But the way Swami makes you comfortable, that's what I'm trying to come, right? So then Swami applied vibhuti on both my hands. Then very sweetly Swami said, Swami, one namaskar is good, and I want you to follow my path. What Swami was referring is follow my path. Focus on that more. Of course, namaskar is very good. We all love namaskar all the time, which even today, if we don't miss the namaskar, right? So that is how symbolically we are connected. But Swami said, also focus on my path, right? That's what Swami was referring to. But that then I stopped the counting. But when I look now back, the way Swami did it, it took 15 minutes to tell me that, to stop. You could have told me the first instant, right? First minute only, you could have told me, hey, don't do it, right? But he took that much time for me to get comfortable with him. That is Swami. The Swami that is love. What is this love is, for you what is important, for you what is good, he'll do. We'll change it. And of course, after that, then Swami asked my name. Then I said, my name is Sai Subramaniam. And Manickam got added after coming to the US. So then Swami said, see, you have Sai name. Sai as part of you. That means you should be sweet like Swami. You should be like that. So that again, I know it's a bigger responsibility, but as all of us, we all know we belong to Sai Center, Sai organization. The name itself is a blessing for us to have that name part of our center or our organization, right? Swami Divine has given that name to us. So then the interview got over. That is the time that my intensity in the harmonium started. That's what when I look back, the way Swami touched my hand to say that focus on this, then getting more and more opportunity. Then I always talk to children in Raleigh. I say that the instrument makes you instrument, right? For me, harmonium made that. Took me closer to Swami so that I can become his instrument. Yeah, that's what they said. Yeah. Next one. Yeah, please. Yeah, this one is like a service. So this happened in Kodaikanal, and I'll try to go faster. I know I'm doing with the time. So this in Kodaikanal, what happened, you know how Swami takes boys and spends time. So that day, very sweetly, Swami talked about service. How do you serve, right? Service is important. Then he said, you know what, today lunch I'm going to serve. So he got up and he started serving us one by one on the plate. But the beauty is he was explaining what you serve on what side of the plate. So I never cared for that, to be honest. I just put anywhere available, space available for anybody when they come, right? Swami said, no, that's not the way you serve for a guest. There are appropriate place on the plate. That's how you show your respect, your love for the guest. Amazing. The way Swami did it. And he showed, so that time he was serving me boli, that Puran boli that time. And I started liking further. I developed liking further after that. But he said the service has to be depending on the recipient. Then one day in Puttaparthi, there was a mass Narayan Seva was going on. Swami always starts at Narayan Seva. You would have seen in the videos also. And Swami will bend down, make sure that he puts the rice on every plate. And there was a lady with a small baby, few months old baby was sitting. Then Swami put the rice for her and puliyodera or something. Then Swami looked at one of the boys. He said, go and get the milk for the baby, right? So they immediately ran and got the milk. Our boys are, when Swami says, we are all more excited, right? So from the hot stove only we got it. So as the milk was boiled, we just put it in the glass and we brought it. And so we are always like that, I'm sure. So then Swami said, Buddhi ledu, he asked. He said, what Swami? We got the milk, right? You have got such a hot milk. How will I give to the baby? So get another glass so that Swami can do this. So Swami did this very patiently, made sure it's a warm temperature and fed the baby, gave to her to feed the baby. That is the beauty of what service is. He teaches you. He teaches you, makes sure, sir, I show you, let me show you then so that you can follow it. And I'll never forget this incident. Like I'll never forget my earlier incident that Swami told me about Namaskar and the way he said it. So when I interact with anybody or any children, this will come to my mind. Swami did it to me when I was 15 years old, right? And this is what I should do for my own other children. So that is why I would say that transformation, he keeps making it happen. So this was that serving aspect. I'm just sharing, as I was telling, near and dear, like how the sculptor, right? A sculptor, for example, he has a Krishna in his mind, and he has to create a Krishna out of a stone. What he does is he removes the unwanted aspect of the stone, and he brings the Krishna out. This is exactly what Swami is doing with all of us. He keeps working. He removes all that doesn't belong to us, so that the divinity manifests. So these are the teaching that I would always remember, oh, this is why I should be. I should be humble. I should be loving. How? We have a standard to achieve. We have a standard set by Swami. That's what we need to go. Right? Though he empowers us, saying, the way he addressed in public discourse, right? Divyatma Swarupalara. That's what he says. What does that mean? All of us, divinity sitting there. He doesn't say people from America, London, Bombay, Delhi. No. Why? He gives us the ultimate status. This is what you are. So let us go towards that. So that empowerment is what I feel. It's good that if I can practice in my life at every stage, we all become one, connected entities. Yeah. Next one, yeah. Shruti, you want to share? Actually, I'm glad that Shruti could come today, because I was telling her, there's a lot of YAs and also children. There's some aspects, right? As a young adult, I went through, but today I'm not young adult, right? I'm a different age group. But maybe there are some relative that they all also want to know. Maybe if you can bring it, it'll be helpful. If I need to stress, or if you can add some comment, it'll be helpful anytime.
Salam, everyone. Firstly, offering my humble pranams at Swami's Divine Lotus Feet. Thank you for having us here today. Just as my dad was kind of talking about, talking about the experiences, I think one thing I was wondering if you could kind of touch on a little bit more is Swami's, because you've been talking about Swami's empowerment, right? And how Swami empowers all of us to reach divinity. So how does Swami give us a platform to do so? It's one thing for Swami to empower us, right? So how does Swami give us that platform to kind of reach that and practice? So if you want to talk about Tripura Sundarma, I know you.
Oh, that. Yeah, correct. Yeah, okay.
I think
yeah,
that's...
Sure. So when you say platform is like opportunity-wise?
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So he, again, this is beautiful, because now for me the bhajan is very passionate. So I may be talking more of bhajan. Doesn't matter. For Swami, any field, doctor, I know yesterday was Dr. Viswanathan is here. So beautiful experience he was sharing. And for a doctor, if a scientist, some will talk in the scientific language to them. whichever field Swami can work in that same. That is the beauty of this avatar. Right? That's a child, with children, all the more you'll spend time. I remember in primary school, I'll come to that. So primary school boys will be sitting in the bhajan. For 1 hour, he'll be speaking to that 5-year-old, 8-year-old. The whole world is sitting for no big purpose, big project will be going on in the hospital, and Chief Minister, Prime Minister, they'll be sitting there. But what we see is Swami spending this precious of 30, 40 minutes with these children. What did they eat in the morning, breakfast? And what was the dosa? Was it hard or soft? And immediately call the warden. So the discussion is that. But now when I look back, right, even in that we should be able to see divinity. How the teacup Swami said, that is spirituality. Right? We every day I be washing teacup or coffee cup. It never occurs to me. But now when I do, because Swami mentioned that, every time I think of it, oh, the tea dust is coming out. So my thought, maybe polluted thought, or bad thought, all of us go to thoughts, right? Every thought that comes, something we don't have to engage. It is like a passing cloud. Swami says, just send it away. When it comes, let it come. We can't fight that thought. But we don't have to engage with the thought. So that's what beautifully Swami gives that chance for all of us. We're all young, 15, 18-year-old. All of us have bad thoughts. Not that we are angel or saint, right? So, but Swami works on us. So the Tripura Sundarima is... so what happened is, I was always playing harmonium, so I was very happy. It was helping me to be close to him. Bhajan boys, those days it was before Vedam came. So that means anything, the bhajan boys have to be on alert, right? On alert. So like 911 type, right? As soon as Swami goes anywhere, we have to follow him. Like how Hanuman, remember, asked for Rama, the closest that he can be with that option of doing this, right? So yawning time. So like that, bhajan boys had that opportunity. So we'll be always with the harmonium, tabla, kanjira, going with him wherever he goes. So now in Kodaikanal, so we were there. So I only played harmonium all the time. So that was one of the session in Kodaikanal. So Swami said, why don't you sing? So I got to sing that day. So Tripura Sundarima, that's the song I sang. And so interesting is the tempo went very well, and also the speed was good. Following was very, because Tamil Nadu is come from Sundaram, right, that song. So the whole crowd was following it. Swami enjoys it. At the end, then Swami took it to third speed. Normally second speed, Swami stops, right? So he took it to third speed. So I was had to do the same third speed. Then after everything was done, then Swami, we came to the Sai Shruti hall, where Swami is the residence. So Swami will be talking very casually. So he came and he said, your song came out well. And why you didn't sing all this time? He asked. So I thought I was happy, beautifully playing for a harmonium with Swami, and I'm getting the blessing. So I didn't even think about singing. But here is someone, Swami himself, when he had thousands of singers. Imagine the singers of, Hariharan or Sushila, whoever it is, you can name it. They're all waiting to give the best song. But I'm just ordinary, innocent, never learned music, saying that I want to listen to your bhajan. So how many people I would have done this, right? So these are the ways that he works with you. Now that I can feel egoistic about it, he'll make sure that, he'll also give the other side of things, right? How this cannot get into the ego aspect, but you can get empowered, that you are also divine. So all this is helping to get to that level of being divine, right? So I think that was the one that you made.
Yeah, and the reason this story is very impactful for me, especially as a young adult or as somebody who grew up in the SSC setting, is that sometimes we kind of limit ourselves, limit our abilities to do things, and because we feel like we're not qualified to do it, like we don't have the expertise, we don't have the quality. For example, singing, I'm sure in your mind you have like 3-4 lines of singers, right? Of course, Badras Kumar, V. Kumar, Lakshmanaran Kote, Hirak, like all these 3-4 lines of singers. And so in your mind, you would have been like, there's no way I would get an opportunity to sing. So let me just stick with harmonium and I'll be content with that, right? But Swami qualifies the call, right? So you don't have to be the best of the best. It's not always about, sure, there needs to be a basic foundation of music abilities, but it's not always about how well you do it. It's also the effort. The quality of your efforts is important. So I think that's why the story for me personally is very impactful. So
Very good, Jan. Thank you. Thank you for bringing it. And yeah, any questions? Of course, during lunchtime we can always talk, especially children, YS, they're all there. But I'm going a little faster only just to cover some of the aspects of Swami, but please feel free anytime to stop. So this one is this is one of the, again, in the interview time with MBA boys. So Swami used to spend a lot of time with management MBA group, and he used to give different topics like financial management, marketing management, production. So each topic that we learn in MBA, Swami used to talk about it and demonstrate also. I mean, that was amazing. I mean, we can get the best teacher from Swami only. So one day it was just in time, actually. One watch, I didn't put that picture here. So he created a watch, and he said this just came out of the, the belt, just in time. That the manufacturing, that process we have, the best practice. So he said it has gone through this, and we got this watch. So he talks about just in time, and he demonstrates right away. So that is how it is. So why I'm saying Swami is very cool, because nothing is impossible for him. You are working with him, and any doubt, he'll clarify right away for you. That is the beauty of Swami's interaction with everybody. So this was creator creation. What happened was Swami created a huge diamond. And normally when he creates something, he will talk about it, then he'll pass it around. And we'll all see and give it back to him, then he'll sense it back also. So now, that day he said, this is very precious, this has got beautiful rays and a very healing power. He gave all the description. Then he said, I don't want to trust you guys because you'll take it away. So I will only show myself. So he got up and he was showing to everybody. So you'll see that all of us are cramped there in the small interview room. Then again, Swami was walking and with this limited space and showing the diamond. So we were all we are taught at home, right? Anything of spiritual you touch and pay respect. So we are also touching the diamond and giving all the pranams to the. Swami was seeing it for a few boys. This is going some wrong direction. So he said, you guys are so foolish. When the creator is there, you are going after the creation. And I'm here next, and you are not even bothered. You are very focused. That too, we want to touch only the diamond, not even the hand of Swami. So we're making sure that diamond is touched. So that is the way we are in life. Right? Swami said, when the creator is there, you are going after creation. It's not that creation is bad. Creation is his own creation. Right? Creation is very good. You can enjoy the creation. Right? We're all in the teenage, age. But what needs to be remembered is there is a creator behind that creation. The moment I attach the creator, the whole perspective changes. The experience also changes because of that. So you don't go through the ups and downs. The way the monkey and cat, I said, monkey journey, you go up and down, right? It will jump, it will fall again. Whereas the cat one is surrendered, right? It takes you comfortably. So he said, just keep me up front. Make sure that, Swami, you be with me. I'm going to enter into this. I want to apply for this college. I want to apply for this job. It could be anything, right? Or my daughter's marriage. You make sure that you give that proposal to me. I'll take care of it and I'll run it beautifully. So that was the lesson we learned in a big way, in a very stupid way. So we felt bad, then we started touching Swami's hand. After that, he said, you should have done this before. Imagine, we are all there for the last few years, still we are not there yet. That is how the Maya. But he wants to teach us also a lesson, right? Yeah, next one. So the Drishti Srishti, this all, I'm putting these terms. Why? Because it's used by Swami all the time. That is the Veda for us. Right? Anything that Swami says, love is by giving and forgiving, self is by getting. Any of these quotes is Veda for us. Why? Because this is told by Swami all the time, repeatedly. So if you can use the same, that's what he did for us at that age, though we didn't understand. Like, I didn't understand that age, the depth of it. Still didn't matter. Swami gave us that insight, or the quote. So all the children, you're most welcome. Some of these quotes are very comforting. It gives hopes also, right? That's why this Swami's quotes. So the Drishti Srishti is, Swami says, there is no problem with the Srishti, the creation. The way you see it is important, Drishti, right? See, he plays, fun with the words. So you fix your drishti, automatically you see a different world. It's not suffering world. It is not challenging world. It's not here to challenge you or put you down. You'll see a different. Why we are feeling that pain? Because we have forgotten the Creator. Swami, you only gave me this, I'm going to do this. I'll put all my effort and you take care of it. So, yeah. This is the one in Kodaikanal. No, Swami sometime will get into the bus. So we are in the bus and Swami gets into the bus from the car. So it's around the lake, in Kodaikanal. So next slide. Next slide. Thank you. So what Swami did was, because he's seeing all the devotees are lined up on the side of the lake. They know that Swami is coming out and the red car is coming, and very easy to detect. And they will be. That's the best darshan you can have, the car darshan, we call it, right? Because you have one-on-one eye connection with him. In darshan, he may look 5 people at one time, whereas in the car darshan, you get one-on-one. So all of us like to line up to get the car darshan. So devotees are lined up. So they are all lined up on the side of lake outside, and now Swami is looking at it, and empty car is going in the front. And Swami also was acting as if he was a student, right? And then hiding his hair. And then Swami said, see, these people, they didn't know I'm not in the car. They're doing namaskar to the car. Because the car, you can't see till it comes closer, so they will do namaskar to the car. And they find Swami is not, there's empty car going. But still not disappointed. They're happy they did namaskar to the car. And Swami is looking at this, nobody's looking at the bus, right? See, this is the power of association. He beautifully said that day. What he said is, because the car is associated with me, it got elevated to the status of divinity. Because, again, the association. We should have Swami, we should strive everything that we do to have his association. Now see, I'm in the bus, nobody's caring about me. That's what he said. And the beauty is, working with Creator is a pleasure. That's what he says. Right? But if you work with creation directly, then it'll be a pressure built. Right? It is a kind of, so it's like, pleasure and what do you want, we choose it. And so its engage is to give us this information. Like a very essential essence is that, think of me always. Be with me always. Just tell me, Swami, you take care of this. I'm going to put all my effort preparing for my exam or whatever, and you take care of the result. See, the result will be so different. Because we are so worrying about the result part of it, so we are, even the process, we are not able to give the best, right? So, next one. So this is all fun instead, but he'll keep teaching us different aspect. So this was again the same time in Kodaikanal. So we were all sitting there, and so this was in 91, April, May time frame. So we know that's the time that Swami declared about super specialty hospital, right? 91, November is going to come. So this time, nothing has happened still. This is in April, May, right? So you see the Swami is having the blueprint, full map. He has got a full map in front of him, and he's explaining about the hospital, how big it's going to be. He's giving all the magnitude of it, the biggest, right? So now people around who are all like, the engineers, the finance people, they're all sitting there. They're getting more and more scared as Swami is declaring what he's going to do in the hospital. Oh, Swami, this is too short. 6 months is too short to make all this. Swami is not stopping. He has a full map in front of him. So he goes, he's enjoying that, what is going to come. And at the end, people gave up. They can't keep fighting with Swami, right? That's what I said, working with Creator is pleasure. And then Swami said, why you are worried? Everything will happen. I only gave the declaration, right, in the previous birthday, that by next year, November 23rd, we'll have first surgery done in the hospital. I only gave the word. Why you are worried? Only my name will get affected. So he relaxed, made you relax. But do your work. If you're an engineer, construction, go into that. If you're a doctor, there are great stories of doctors. I think we should get to listen. Till last day, there was no pathology, no. But the first surgery is happening next day. So that's beauty of Swami, the way he brings. He'll make sure that he's beyond the time. He's beyond all this, that logistics that we are bound by. So that he has to reveal to us sometime, right? And we can also be like that when we become divine. So that is the lesson to learn. Next one. Yeah. So very quickly I'll go through one or two. Is that the divine qualities of how do you emulate his qualities? So because now we know Swami is divine, and if I had to become divine, I want to learn what are the qualities that I can emulate, so that I can become that too. Right? So all small, because we are talking about 15 to 22 age, right? The way what Swami did for us, I want to share here. So the solar panel is interesting. Is that some of the, you might have heard this story before. There's primary school children, they set up an exhibition for Swami to come and inaugurate. And so that time, one of the boy, he had set up the solar panel where, so imagine it is all 80s. It's a very initial stage of solar technology. So where if you open the tap, you get hot water. And Swami loves conservation of energy. We all know that. Swami loves anything you save. He doesn't like anything to be wasted. We all know all the story, I'm sure. Small digression here. That one day, one of the boy that inside being with Swami, so he said Swami was using a cup for any, he'll pour the water into the cup and use it for washing or something. So then the boy, I think, said, Swami, there's a tap, water comes in the tap also, you can use the tap. It's fixed, you can use it. Then Swami said, no, I know water comes in the tap, but I don't want to waste. I want to know how much I'm using for my brushing, how much I'm using for after I eat lunch. To that level, Swami practices. So we are not talking some phenomenon which is only just giving instruction, or he practices to the core. I'm sure many of us would have stories to share of this kind. Energy. Even one other picture of... Yeah.
Actually, just to follow up on that, there's an Aarti video that I think pretty much all of us use for our Aarti, right? Where you see Swami's lighting 3 lamps. But if you notice, we heard from one of the brothers who came for a talk. But basically what Swami's saying is, if you notice, he's lighting 3 lamps and he says this one. What he meant is he used 1 matchstick to light 3 lamps. That's the conservation,
Correct.
in line of conservation, but yeah.
But the whole crowd is sitting in the mandir, like 10,000 people are sitting, and Swami has to light the lamp. But there are 3 people, I'm sure 10 people wants to show Aarti. So there are 3 or 4 Aartis are there. Swami took 1 matchstick and lighting. And he told the boys also, see, I'm only using 1 stick. I'm not using 3 here for each Aarti. To that extent, he is applying. It is in your solar panel, then it opens, and then the boy is very convinced, beautiful, Swami will be happy. So Swami comes with, when Swami walks in any of the, we all know as students here, when Swami comes, it's not Swami alone will come. You'll have Chief Minister, Prime Minister, everybody comes, right, to the exhibition. Now they're all walking, and Swami asked this boy, what is this? He says, Swami, if you open this tap, you'll get hot water. And they were very excited. And Swami said, oh, very good. So, can I do? Yes, Swami, please, you can open this tap. So he opens the tap. So instead of water coming from the bottom of the tap, it just splashes. It comes on top. There was a loose connection on the screw, and all over it splashed on Swami and other people. It was so much, and there was a tensed, feel environment there, right? Obviously, because Swami is doing it, and he told Swami's robe was wet with this. And the boy, I'm sure that he doesn't want the earth to be like this, just open, right? And he wants to go in. So then Swami very beautifully looked at the boy, and today Swami not only inaugurated the solar panel, but I also took the first shower. So he made the whole situation so easy. And this boy will never forget in his life who Swami is. We can do any miracles, we can do big things in life, right? But this simple, the way I would have responded is different. Definitely, right? I would have called the principal, I would have called warden, what type of work you have done. I would have gone through all that. Here is Swami, just emperor, you helped me to take the first shower too. The boy had a different feel after that. See, that's how he does it, The other one is the instant detachment. I'm just going a little faster, but is that I always notice when we were all studying, huge crowd comes. For us, I never seen, other than Coimbatore and Parthi, nothing else I have seen in life, right? Here is whole world is coming there, and Swami is the center of attraction. Swami makes sure everybody is fed. Then the next thing is Swami comes to Vrindavan after the 60th birthday. More than lakhs of people were there. So this after 60th birthday, Swami comes to the Vrindavan. So then we were all there. As a student, we were very happy. Swami didn't even talk anything about that birthday thing. It's done. November 23rd is done. Now he's in December. He's current. He's looking at the current and what to do. He can detach from that all the glory that was there. For me, if my daughter's birthday or son's birthday, I'll be talking for a few years at least, right? This is what happened. This many people came, we did. That's what we are used to. But here is Swami instantly detaches. Also, he detaches from the if something didn't go well, that has happened in a drama that I put it here. I won't go in detail, but Shankaracharya drama was very favorite for Swami, which we're all part of it. Sometimes it doesn't go well the way we designed or planned, right, on the stage, but Swami detached instantly. How he did it was, in Bombay it happened, we were all upset. The stage was not the best for the drama, but we had to do Shanmugananda Hall, that's the biggest one. So then we felt bad that we disappointed Swami. Having gone to Bombay, we didn't do best. Then Swami, this is our perception, but the whole world liked it, because Swami liked it, that's all. So then Swami said, you guys did so well, why your faces are down? You did so well that I got the next order now. So now we are going to Bangalore, Chowdhury Hall, not in Parthi. We are not going back to Parthi. Our program is changed. We are going to Bangalore. That is how he inspires you. Don't worry about what happened. The stage was big, we didn't practice. In our college auditorium is small. So because of which our logistics issue happened. But somebody said, don't worry. I'm happy. That's what matters. So that instant detachment helps us to be present, in the present moment. Otherwise, we will not be able to do best at the present moment. This is the learning we go through. And the language part is, I always had a curiosity as a student. Like I said, only Coimbatore and Parthi I know. But so many Western devotees are coming to see Swami. And Swami takes them inside. And how does the interaction happen? So I love to be part of that, but we are not in that profile. Then once, Swami also answers your prayer. So Swami had taken some of us to the interview along with people from Germany. German devotees had come. So they were also there and we were also there. And Swami spoke to us in Telugu and Tamil and Hindi. And then Swami quickly switched into talk to one of the German devotee. He asked, what do you want? So when Swami asked, what do you want? He was very blank. He didn't even answer. He couldn't answer. So then we thought maybe he didn't understand Swami's accent. So we tried to help Swami. So we said, Swami wants to know, what do you want? Like the very slow pace. And that person was totally blank. So for me, I thought anybody coming from outside of India, they can speak English. That was my limited understanding, right? Not necessary, but I'm saying that was my limited understanding. So now we don't know what to do. So then Swami quickly switched into German. So next few minutes, Swami was talking only their language. And we were totally out of place. Till then, I was owning Swami, right? He's my Swami, our state. But in no time, Swami made them comfortable. They showed pictures of their center and Swami signed. And it went for some time. I made them happy. Swami then looked at us. Then Swami said, why did you guys laugh when I started talking to them in German? We just smiled. So then we kept quiet. Swami said, I know you guys thought I can't speak any other language. So he said, very beautiful, because he's addressing us, right? So you boys, you think you'll have limited knowledge, act as if you know everything in that. Right? I'll act as if you know everything. Whereas divinity is different. It knows everything. But it will only reveal when it's needed. Now here in this, now devotees have come, they cannot come second time. Right? So I want to make sure that their prayers are fulfilled, their questions are taken care. So that was the language part. Of course, this is a big lesson. I'm talking as a 15, 16-year-old, right? Later, I'll never have that question, whether Swami can speak any other language. But that point of time, I had that, how he interacts. And now I'm convinced, right? So the unity part, I know all of us would have gone through as a group when you go to Puttaparthi. Swami will always ask, how many people? Very interesting. That what do you want? Where are you from? How many people? This is all, I think, like a Vedas, right? From Swami it will come. So now we'll say confidently, Swami, 30 people. Interestingly, Swami will not take you. Now, next day, again, Swami will ask how many people. They'll say 29, right? So, Swami will not take. Why? The one person has gone somewhere or sick, you would have been admitted to the hospital. Third day again, Swami will say 30, all of them are there. The moment everybody is there, Swami will take you and say, that is the beauty. So, I'm sure many of us would have had that experience. Swami wants that unity to be there. You're all united. We are all one, right? When you are together, I want to respond to it. That's why that unity. The unique chancellor, I know one of the YA told me this, it occurred to me later, right? He said, no, you're all lucky that Swami spends time. Why this is a special university? Why Sai University is very special? Here is chancellor. From the day that boy joins, the student joins, he knows everything about the student. I'm sure that there are college-going kids here, no? Whether your chancellor will know them individually. It's impossible, right? Whereas here is a chancellor who will know everybody. He'll make sure he'll ask the question too. Where are you from? What is your name? And the connection is so strong, at the end of it, we all feel bad to leave the university. We are in so much in gratitude that, no, Swami, we want to be here for long. How does that bond he creates? If I can do that, same thing, wherever I am, that's what's going to make it more and more loving, ecosystem. So the next one, the next few minutes I can then, next one, ma? Yeah. So this is just a quickly again, Kodaikanal, my mother was feeling, she was sick for many days, so she couldn't do her seva, but she also came to that day to Kodaikanal to do the seva. So we were with Swami that time. So one morning, my mom said, I'm feeling so sick. I'm not able to do Swami's work. Can you tell Swami? I said, it's very difficult to bring this topic, when Swami is around. But if Swami gives me an opportunity, I'll do that. So that day, interesting, that same morning, then she gave me a letter. I said, letter is easy for me to give. So give me the letter. So I had the letter in my pocket. So that day, Swami went around, then came back inside where we were all seated in Sai Shruti Hall. Then, as he was coming in, he looked at me. He said, I saw your mother standing outside doing seva. All this he's telling one line. I'm seeing your mother. And I said, oh, already. And we know he knows the conversation. So I had the letter. Then Swami himself took the letter out. He took it. I know she's not feeling, I'll give vibhuti. So that's the vibhuti that he's giving. He said, ask her to take for 3 days. And she will be told. See, here, of course, my mom is great, respect I have. But more importantly, what Swami said is, no, she's doing my work. I'll take care of her. Because she's doing the seva, my work, I want to take care of her. This is how this Lord works with us. I know she needs help. She needs my intervention. So I'm sure many of us have the story to share. So each time he makes you closer and closer to him. We'll become dear to him one day, That's what it is. The next one. Yeah. These are all memories that he has created for us. As a young kids, right? We remember all this very, very fondly because Swami blessed me. So the blessing concept is so important that it's not that we always yearn for the blessing. He has already blessed us. So that is what proves through all this that I have blessed you many, many times. I have blessed you many, many times. Now do my work. That's all he wants us to do. And this I just skipped this. You can go next one. Yeah, this one is very quickly I'll say because birthday. So it's Sai Shruti's birthday. So each time, all of Sai devotees, we have I think weakness that any birthday will have bhajan, right? Bhajan is important for all our children. So I did for 5 years. So everybody, I was in Cleveland that time. So they said, Sai uncle means only bhajan, right? We have some of people here from Ohio too. So they know me from Ohio. So that year, what I felt is 5th year, her birthday. So this time, no Swami. I made for sure no Swami in this time. I want to look cool. I want to look modern, right? So I said, no Swami. Only this clown. I found him in my office. He had come to do magic show, like in a balloon. All this he'll do. So I said, I'm going to call him. So I called him. So we had like 40 children, like our Sai kids only, but no Swami in this. That was my point of understanding to everybody. So they said, oh, it's good. No bhajan. It's private hall. So I come there, so we set up everything. He was enjoying. Shruti is there, fifth year. And other kids, they all loved it. So much of laughter he creates, right? He did everything. In the end, so you can put the next picture. Yeah. So then he tells me, he comes to me, adults, where sitting. He just removes his hat and asks me, do I look like Sai Baba? So now I was shocked. I know for sure, I only know him the previous few months back in my office. Some David, which I never know in life, that clown I can call also in America, right? So now, I said, let me understand whether he's saying the right thing. So luckily I had the picture behind somewhere. I brought it to show he's the same person you're talking about. He said, yes. See my hair is like him. So I said, oh my God, I thought I have excluded Swami from this, right? But here is Swami doesn't want to get excluded because he feels for us. Because we are in the stage of near to dear, right? Now he can't give up because now he's owning us now. See, that is a beauty. That, the shake well that we talked about, syrup. What is the comfort in that shake well before you is he's holding us. When you only shake with a holding, right? You have to hold. So Swami is holding us to shake. So he's with us, whether you do. I can forget him also in this. Though we may not forget him, but he comes in the clown form for me to know, what, I'm still part of this birthday. So that was a big lesson for me. Then after that, I never went into that venture because there's no point, right? And he'll come in any form and the way we want it. Yeah, the next one. Anything you want to share?
But I think he had visited Parthi, right?
So I asked him, I was very curious. Now our topics changes, right? The moment we see somebody with a Sai background, I said, how do you know this Sai Baba? So he said, one day he went to Calcutta and Benares, Varanasi, he went to India trip. So in Varanasi, he asked some random guy while taking the dip, right? So he said that, any interesting thing to see in India? So that guy told him, anything interesting, the best thing you want to see is God on earth. You want to see, you can go to Puttaparthi. So that is how he landed up in Puttaparthi. So he spent time in Puttaparthi. Random, totally random. And after that, he said, second time was he went. But interesting is, I couldn't believe that he could have this background least expected for me. So that's how Swami is. For Swami, it's very natural. Just to tell you, all these are planned. For us, it's very unnatural or surprise. For him, no surprise. This is all highly planned for him. And so this is just a quote that Swami uses always, right? What we think we become, what we think we are. So it's a beautiful quote that I always think Swami used to tell us. There are many alumni are here, I can see. So, like, God you think you are, you become God. Dust you think, dust you are. Right? The very thought. So, sow a thought, reap an action. Sow an action, reap a tendency. Sow a tendency, reap a habit. Sow a habit, reap a character. Sow a character, reap a destiny. So the thought becomes a destiny. Imagine. So the thought that we think is very casual, that comes, but that itself can become a destiny. So if we can have that thought of Swami at the beginning, imagine where our destiny is going to be. Or empowered by Swami. So that is the code which Swami always used for us as students. But now I can connect with it very well, knowing what it is. Yeah. The next one. I had this kid. The volume can come in this. The kid is he's talking about practice. Yeah, can volume increase? Little bit if you can, yeah. So what the thing is, we had a program. So the kid is saying, right, what we think, what we do, we can practice anything. And we can become good at it. Like I'm sure dentist here, because of his practice, he became very good dentist. And we have a doctor here. Any practice, scientist, so you can.
Because if you complain,
from the beginning you can play.
You will get. And you will get. Do you practice? So my question to you today is, what do you practice every day? What do you practice? Because what you practice, you will get good at. What do you practice? Do you practice joy in your life? Do you practice peace in your life? Do you practice happiness in your life? Or do you practice a lot of complaining? Because if you complain, you will get very good at it. And you will get so good at it that you will find fault with everything. Even when there's no fault that a layman cannot see, you, being an expert, will see it. What do you practice? Do you practice anger? Because if you practice anger, you will get very good at it. And you will get so good at it that the most trivial you'll think. Trivial thing will make you angry. Like sitting in an airplane and watching the sea across from you somehow looks better than the one you've been given. And that is so unfair of the airlines. What do you practice? Do you practice being worried? Because if you practice being worried, you will get very good at it. And you will get so good at it that everything will worry you, including the buffalo you don't have. So I propose, if this is true that it's a question of practice, then I propose you practice joy.
That's beautiful. So he's just saying, bringing to the practice of further. So I just want to, I know this is SSC kid, this is our Sai kid only. So the power of Swami's education, like SSSC that we all go through. I know there's one kid, I quote about him, still I don't hesitate, but he happens to be here. Manav Sai, he is here. I know him when he was 6 years old. I had to bring this up because he put a thought triggering for me too, right? He was in Charlotte that time. So one day I was talking to the children there in Charlotte, and he asked me a question. He said, I was giving great experience of Swami, all this, right? So he said, Uncle, my teacher, and they said that when you say Om in the beginning of the bhajan, Swami comes and sits in the chair. Right? So what happens to Swami when we say Om Shanti at the end? So this one really put me into a lot of thinking, because I know I have not given this answer to a child. Right? We are very excited to talk about the first one because we want them to be disciplined, we want them to be there in the hall. Swami is sitting, but the kid is really feeling it. The children, no, they really feel, they believe us. Because we are the one, now next generation, we have next 100 is what? We are going to take it, right? So they believe what I say, Swami said, what Swami like. I'm sure all of them, they have listened to this. They will ask me because they believe whatever Swami said is true and they want that. And now you said Swami is sitting, now when we are we leaving him here and going? And he sees in some centers, right, they dismantle everything and they put Swami's chair in the closet. So the child sees that we are putting in the Swami's chair in the closet. That means Swami is in the class and we are leaving. So it's a very serious issue. I thought, oh my God, I have to give this input also to the child or to anybody that, it's not that we are leaving him here, we are taking him with us wherever we go. You take him to school, I'll take him to my work, and somebody else will take him to college, right? And he is going to be with us and taking care of everything what we need and bring him back on Sunday for the center. So, suddenly I remembered, and luckily Manav Sai is here, I think. So, the children, they learn from us, but they have purity so high, they believe what we say. That is the beauty, and this is all Swami doing it, right? Swami, through this Balavikas or SSSC education, he brings this transformation. This is eye-open for me. And thank you. And last thing to add is, if you can go to the slide, few slides, is that next one. We'll do the song maybe at the end, right? Yeah. So everything in Swami's hand. This one, Swami used to tell alumni, or as a student, when we are there, suddenly Swami will get in the mood. You know what? I have everything in my hand. I can change. But you guys are not there wanting that. I can give you everything you want. You want job, you want car, house, these things are nothing for him, right? He is ready to give anything much bigger. But you guys are not even asking for it. And Swami just asked somebody, there was a petal of a flower. One of the boys, Swami said, bring it. He just blew on that. It became a pendant. And Swami gave to that boy. He said, I can change from this to that in no time. And one boy, Swami had given a Navaratna ring. Swami said, give that to me. He said, Swami, I don't want to give it. You'll put it back to something else, right? I want this ring because I don't want it to be a flower. But the basic, so Swami works with the boys. But the beauty is, he says, I can do anything, and this is the powerful Lord, that he can do everything. And we have to be grateful. This is a beautiful way that Region 2 has started with the centenary celebration. Is going to become, all of us, every moment is going to be this, right? With the gratitude that we want to express to Swami. That's what it is. And I just want, one thing is, he'll ask, are you available? Right? Ability I'll give you. Are you available to do my work? Don't worry about you have to be qualified to become this and that, right? I just want your time and you for me. I will make you what it is. We have heard many stories of people who are from economics to the doctors or whatever Swami has made out of them. But he's that powerful Lord. He can give us everything that we need. We just end with one song. So just to, if you can sing that song for everybody, if you can tell them what to sing. Previous one, sorry. Previous one. Yeah, this one. It's a short song, just for us to sing together, no? Yes. Then we'll conclude. Thank you again for this opportunity to be here. And I'm sure more and more of Swami's work is going to happen. And we want to be part of it. Sai Ram. Sai Ram.
Sorry. Sorry, everyone. So, again, in light of our centenary celebrations and the theme of today, we really want to celebrate divinity, celebrate love, celebrate light. So if all of us could sing this together, it's a song that is sung in other spiritual practices as well. So maybe this is definitely something all of us can sing together in unison. So in case if anybody hasn't heard this, the line goes, we are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. We are opening up
in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One.
We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One.
We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One.
We are opening. We are opening.
We are opening.
We are opening. We are opening. Now all can sing together. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. We are opening